Hello and welcome, Essex County College family. This is the Virtual Cafe powered by Student Life and Activities. Today's episode number 99 is our guide to returning student scholarships for spring 2024 at Essex County College. So if you are a returning student, not a graduating student, if you're returning to take class in the spring of 24, under that guideline, you're eligible to apply for these scholarships. We're going to break down every single one of these scholarships by their individual requirements, and that way you'll be able to figure out which ones you are actually able to apply for. We have 8 this year. Without any further ado, we're going to get right into it. Scholarships for returning students, spring 2024. Your application deadline is December 15th, 2023. December 15th. 2023, everything has got to be in. I'll leave it up here for a second. This is the question that people ask us the most during scholarship season. No ifs, ands, or buts. You can have all the excuses in the world. We're giving you the due date right here. December 15th, 2023. Done. All right, moving on. You must submit your applications via Google Forms. An application link will be sent to your Essex student email. That's your email, student or email.essex.edu address by Mr. Graham. Applications that do not meet the criteria will not be considered. So remember, check your student email. There is no printed forms. There is nothing to pick up at the Dasher Center. It's already will all be delivered to you at your phone. Okay? Moving on. Applications require 1 letter of recommendation, with the exception of the SLAO Foundation Scholarship, which requires 2 letters of recommendation. All letters of recommendation should be emailed to jgram1@essex.edu. So all 8 of our scholarships absolutely require 1, and 1 of them requires 2, the SLAO Foundation. All right, we're moving on. This is your first scholarship. It is the Academic Engagement Scholarship. You're going to need a 3.0 GPA or better. You can be a new or returning student. New students must submit a copy of their high school transcript. You're going to need to demonstrate financial need, and you're going to need to be active in campus activities and or community service. That's the Academic Engagement Scholarship. Here's number 2. The Connie Woodruff Memorial Scholarship. You must be enrolled in Essex County College's nursing program. You must be a single mother. You must be a resident of Newark. You must demonstrate academic promise and performance. What does that mean? Good grades, excellent projects, good rapport with your professors. And you must exemplify perseverance and success through personal challenges. What does that mean? That is specifically targeting your essay portion of your scholarship. This is the only chance you have to put in a little bit of you into your application, because the application is asking you for a lot of facts about yourself, a lot of things that are issued to you by your family and the government information, your name, your address, all that good stuff. That's what I mean. The essay is your chance to let them know about the stuff that they don't see from that information, about your hardships at home, your struggles, the crazy stuff that happens to you. So when you ever see a scholarship ask for something like this, must exemplify perseverance and success through personal challenges, they are asking you for those hardships. They're asking you for those struggles. They want to know why you over everybody else. Why should we pick you? That's what that's for. So make sure that you fully explain yourself in that section, because if you don't, they'll never know what you went through. Okay? Scholarship number 3 of 8 is the Frank Dillon Primerica Scholarship. Really easy. Every single person that's here with us today, apply for this scholarship. The only requirement is a 2.5 or higher. I know that if you logged in, you're hanging with me and Mr. Graham right now, you got well above a 2.5. And the only other thing you have to do is demonstrate financial need, which is one of the most vaguest terms that I've ever heard in my life, right? So demonstrate financial need. I can do that. You can do that. Use your essay. Talk about what you're paying for. Talk about the kids that you have. Talk about the jobs that you don't have. Talk about the pay that you don't have. Talk about your struggles through academia. Talk about what it took you to get here. If you had to take out a loan to get here, if you had to borrow money from somebody, if you had to do a crazy amount of jobs and are dealing with a crazy amount of stress to be able to be here in academia, write about that. Let them know. Primerica is a major corporation. I do this on every single guide that we make with these scholarships. Frank Dillon, Primerica are great partners of Essex County College, and they have the money to give away to you. They provide this every single semester. We thank them for that. We encourage every single one of you to apply for this scholarship. There's no reason that any of you shouldn't. Every single person here today, we should have an application for you for this scholarship. Frank Dillon, Primerica, look Primerica up. They got plenty of money to give you. Awesome. Next scholarship, the Leo Foundation Scholarship. And we know about this one already. It says it on the bottom. We're going to get to it in a second. You need a minimum GPA of 3.0 or better. You need to be enrolled in the science or math program. You need to demonstrate financial need, which you can do in your essay. And you also need one additional recommendation. It must be from faculty and the other from a community leader, employer, or church. Okay? So one of the recommendations, like normal, that you're going to be using for all your other scholarship applications can be from one of your professors. You can use it for this one. But for this one especially, you're going to need one extra recommendation letter, and it must be from a community leader, an employer, a pastor, or someone that you may have worked with in a church, anywhere you may have volunteered time. There's a lot of different loose ends for that, where that recommendation letter can come from, but you see the consensus that it's got to be someone in your life that you've worked under or for or volunteered for that can speak to your successes and your achievements. Okay? Leo Foundation Scholarship is the only one that needs 2 letters of recommendation. Number 5, the Presidential Scholarship. You need to have demonstrated scholastic achievement. You need to have demonstrated community or college involvement, and you must demonstrate financial need. The latter, obviously, for your essay, the first 2, that's your good grades. That's a fancy way of putting nice GPA. And demonstrated community or college involvement. Are you in clubs? Do you help out your local churches? Do you involve yourself in park cleanups? Do you involve with breast cancer events? All these type of things that are good for a certain cause or the community can count towards your community involvement or college involvement. Did you volunteer to help a department with an event? College involvement. So figure out what your college involvement is, figure out what your community service is, your scholastic achievement, talk about your financial need in the essay. This is another one that a lot of you, if not all of you, should be applying for. I'm going to say all of you should do this. Presidential Scholarship. And we do mean President Dr. Boachi. So apply. Number 6 is the Student Affairs College Success Scholarship. You must have a minimum GPA of 2.0. That is an extremely low GPA requirement. Again, everyone should be applying to this. Be registered full-time or part-time for the semester the scholarship is offered. Again, the bar is very low for this one. And you must be able to demonstrate current financial need. Write it in your essay. Chances are people from Student Affairs are going to be reading these essays. You know them all. Dean Bello, Dean Kirkland, Mr. Graham, Ms. Green, Ms. Johnson. Probably not me, but me too. You know what I'm saying? So write to who you are asking money from. You know what I mean? You know the people who are giving you this scholarship, write to them. Let them know about what you're doing, because they probably got a tiny little inkling of what you do here on campus if you're already a notable person on campus and you're involved in clubs and stuff like that. If you're one of those people, apply for this. You must have completed the FAFSA for the current academic year. I know you all have, but Student Affairs College Success Scholarship. And if you're already involved with student affairs or student life or the college in any way, this is screaming your name. Okay? Everybody should be putting hi Dean Kirkland in the essay to this one. Okay? Moving on. Number 7, Vision Care Technology Scholarship. Open to high school seniors who show an interest in eye care and the optical industry or current ECC vision care technology majors. Okay? So this is very specific for our vision care technology majors. You need a minimum of a 2.75 GPA. You must be enrolled in a minimum of 6 credit hours. Okay, it's part-time. No big deal. And you must demonstrate financial need as determined by a completed FAFSA. You must have completed a FAFSA application for the current year. I know you've all done that already. Your FAFSA will also demonstrate your financial need, as will your essay. This is the Vision Care Technology Scholarship, strictly for our vision care technology majors and incoming high school seniors. Okay, our final scholarship of the day is the YAV Scholarship. It is for those majoring in the mathematics or STEM. You must have a GPA of 3.5, and you must be exhibiting financial need. Same thing, write about it in the essay, talk about your struggles. Your YAV Scholarship is pretty much for our math and STEM majors. So if that's you, make sure you apply. I'm going to pass along the presentation to Mr. Graham, Director of Student Life and Activities. He is going to go over with you the application process, where the application is, what it looks like, how to fill it out, and some other special details on that. So, Mr. Graham, I'm going to get him on the screen right now.
Thank you, Mr. Ott.
You got it.
Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Welcome to our spring 2024 information session. Mr. Ott did an excellent job going through all of the criteria for the scholarships that will be available. Do not forget that our deadline will be December 15th with no exceptions. That should leave you enough time to complete the applications as well as get your letters of recommendation. So moving forward, I'm going to do a quick screen share just to give anybody who is unfamiliar with the application process an idea of what it entails. An email will go out later on. It'll contain the criteria. It will contain links to all of the scholarship applications, link to the video, and the link to the scholarship applications will bring you to a form such as this. Up top, you clearly see the title of the scholarship. Listed below, again, for your reference, are the criteria. You begin your application with entering just some basic information. We need your college email address, first, last name, ID number, of course, address, telephone, date of birth, gender, and the degree that you are seeking, whether it's Associate of Science, Associate of Arts. If you're uncertain, don't let that hang you up. Just check one and keep moving forward. Your major and your GPA. All right. Now, as Mr. Ott explained earlier, tell us about yourself. All right. This is the most important part. All right. This is when you get to let the committees know exactly who you are, right? Why you think you deserve to be a scholarship recipient, your academic, professional goals, any academic awards you may have received. I've given you plenty of room to showcase who you are to the committees, and this is where you get your chance to do it all. All right. Once you have completed those sections, just double check, make sure you got everything, make sure you already told your professor you need the recommendation letter sent to jgram1. Remember to get it all done before December 15th. And so long as you meet the criteria, your applications will be forwarded to the respective committees for consideration for spring scholarships. One thing I ask students to do is to just be patient with the process. I know it doesn't move as fast as we may need it to. And unfortunately, everybody will not be selected as a recipient. But don't let that, don't take that as a reflection of you or your progress. It's just that there are limited opportunities and numerous qualified applicants.
All right, y'all, we want to thank you for tuning in today to Virtual Cafe. We did our returning scholarships for spring 2024. I want to thank Mr. Graham, Director of Student Life, for explaining the application to us. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me or Mr. Graham. This video will be available on our YouTube channel, SLAO Essex, later today. And an email will be going out from Mr. Graham with your scholarship application and a video link later on. We hope that you and your families are staying well and warm during this time. And we hope that you're all doing amazing. And we will definitely catch you next time. Until then, take care.